Allora, possiamo qua ammirare le panelle, un cibo prelibato palermitano, cucinato con la farina di ceci.
Carissimi, benvenuti.
Dear friends, welcome to Cannolo Report. We are in the former Penisi Floristella sulfur mine, and that is the building that belonged to the owners of the mine, which we now use as a museum. We are in central Sicily, and this area was rich, very rich in sulfur. Today, in this place that has meant fatigue, death, and emigration, we are immersed in a green an area of 400 hectares where it is possible at the same time not only to visit this mine but also to take a walk in this splendid forest.
After 4 years of restoration work, the 16th century wooden crucifix of Monreale returns to shine, another masterpiece of the millenary history of this island.
3 things to do if you visit Sicily. A dip in the sea. My favorite places are Mondello Beach, just outside the city of Palermo, and the Zingaro Nature Reserve near Trapani. A visit to the salt farms Le Saline on the west coast near Marsala. A brioche bun filled with ice cream. Enjoy your stay!
Here we are in western Sicily, and these are the very few ruins of the Siciliot city, that is Greek of Sicily, of Ipana, of the 5th century before Christ. We are at 1,000 meters of altitude in the parts of Prizzi, traditional Sicily, wonderful landscapes. It leaves you breathless, the beautiful Basilica of San Leone, in the center of Sicily, in the quiet village of Assaro, an ancient town whose motto says it all, first Assaro and then Rome. This church, most likely, rises where before it was a pagan temple. Its interior, small and cozy, is of a unique beauty, a middle way between the Sicilian Gothic and the Baroque. And here we are in eastern Sicily, in Scaletta Zanglea, that besides a lower part of the sea, has an upper part, with a few low houses, an infinitive peace, a view of the sea that reaches the Italian peninsula, and on the highest point, a castle in perfect condition of the 11th century.
Bene, quello che vedete è la parte...
Here we are again at Floristella Park, among nature and an old sulfur mine. Down there you can see the ruins of the sulfur mine, and all around this wonderful forest of 400 hectares that today you can enjoy walking. This one was the mine shaft number 1 that led underground. And then that one, that building was the after work where miners enjoyed the day off or when they didn't work. And down there, but today we can't see her, there is Etna Volcano. I said her because is a woman for Sicilian people, Etna. So what else? Yes, I'm waiting for you here at the Floristella Park, and enjoy the Cannolo report.
We are in January of the year 70 before Christ. A famous trial begins in which Cicero accuses Verre, at the time governor of Sicily, of having plundered works of art throughout Sicily. On January 8, 1921, Leonardo Sciascia, one of the greatest writers in Sicily and in the world, was born in Regalmuto. His statue still walks among his fellow citizens, to eternal memory. On January 11, an earthquake destroyed the entire eastern part of Sicily, which was rebuilt in Baroque style, giving the world what is now the Sicilian Baroque, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. An absolute masterpiece of this architectural style. On January 14, 1968, the land trembled in the western part of Sicily. A catastrophic earthquake literally knocked down the Bellis Valley. Some villages were completely destroyed and rebuilt nearby, like Poggioreale, which today is a ghost town, a few kilometers from the new, a real horror movie set. If you come to Sicily, don't miss visiting the Bellis Valley, a concentration of agricultural landscapes, post-earthquake ruins and rebuilt cities, with many futuristic works, often incomprehensible to the shepherds and farmers of Bellis. In this photo from the early 1900s, this Sicilian is with his cecco, Sicilian for donkey, and they seem to have the same height. The cecco was the classic means of transportation in those days. In this photo from the late 1800s, this Sicilian woman with bare feet and a sunburnt face is carrying water taken from the river. At the time, all Sicilians carry water in this way. Today, it would be a risk to the amphora.
Siamo siciliani e suoniamo tamburetto.
Siamo siciliani che travagliano di mano e con cuore.
Siamo aristocratici, zappatori, pescatori.
Siamo siciliani che con i colori tincono d'arcobaleno cieli nichiuse.
E fanno sciarreare pure i pupe.
Siamo siciliani che danno vita alle mori.
Che modellano la cenere di l'Etna.
Siamo siciliani e suoniamo lo friscaletto.
Siamo siciliani che reclamano come nostri nanni.
E siamo un popolo che vive d'arte e poesia.
Saluto a tutti gli amici di Splendid Sicily.
Hi everyone, friends of Splendid Sicily. We live in a wonderful land where one can share his life with history, nature, culture. Future is in Sicily. Happy year everyone.
Buon anno a tutti. Auguri.
Many people from all over the world ask us help in order to come to Sicily, to move to Sicily, to buy a house in Sicily. Okay, our advice is to contact www.sicilyrealty.com, a consortium of renowned Sicilians who will help you to find the better solution in order to move to our island.
Sembra un puzzle tutto incastonato, piccole piatruzze incastonate, guarda.
È un puzzle.
È diverso fratturato via.
Questo è l'ingresso del palazzo.
This was the entrance of the palace of the owners of the Floristella sulfur mine, the Pennisi family. And today we are realizing a museum here inside. This was a wagon that led underground.
Questa invece è la cappella.
This was the chapel of the palace. And so, dear splendid Sicilian friends scattered all over the world, for me it was an honor to show you this park, the Floristella Park, this very important site of Sicily. So, hi everyone from the Cannolo report, and of course I'm waiting for you here at Floristella Park. Ciao!
Arrivederci a tutti.
Thank you.